I got a really good joke about video editors. Video editors are so fucking arrogant, self-obsessed, solipsistic, self-contained, and they want to be God. You're not cracker. Fuck what I said. Video editors are cooler than you. Anyway.
This is the end of the song and the beginning of the show. Welcome to the show.
This is Bo Burnham. He's 2 years old. He's a male. And he looks like nipples. He's isolated Ellen DeGeneres over the last 5 years in pursuit of comedy.
Classic comedy.
You're an asshole, Bo.
Premature review, disembodied voice.
You hear me? You will die. And you deserve it. But in the meantime, you might as well tell those silly jokes of yours. You nipple. See if that helps.
Welcome to the show, this is Bo, this is his show. Welcome to the show, this is Bo, this is his show. And Bo takes off his pants like this. So sit back, relax, and pants isn't real, you idiot. Read a book. Pants isn't real, you idiot. Read a book.
Or is it? And at that moment, Bo was shot in the chest with a rifle. And he kept moving. In the distance, Bo saw a beautiful fairy. And then he saw a corn right in front of him. And the corn spoke thus. Hello, Bo. I've been looking for you for quite a long time. He then came across an old high school. Bo knew that he'd have to answer a riddle to get by. The high school spoke thus. All right, no, stop. Just, leave. Just leave. Please leave. He was safe. For now. But the dark thoughts would soon return. Anyway. Next song, and, thank you. About how sad I am, and I'm really sad, and it's called Happy. It's about all the sad stuff. Just picture a boy who had red hair. I saw an old man get hit by a deer. He didn't hear me shout, look out for the pain. Genocide, war, sexism, racism, deer. Because I didn't say deer. And it was genius. I saw a kid stuck in a tree, then the kid jumped off and he get hit by a deer. I saw a little boy drop his ice cream cone directly on his deer, then get hit. I went to a store looking for something to buy, but I get hit by a deer. No, wait, I did the deer. Sex, that's it. Sex is the key to everything. It's the way to solve all the sadness in the world. But I gotta remember there's some sad things about it too. Like the fact that none of that's happening to me. Score. How do y'all do it? How do y'all do sex? Being an insensitive prick isn't sexualizing in the most animalistic of the public. It's being a furry. The world isn't sad. The world's fucking terrible. Hey, what a shitty song. Goodbye. Thank you. We're having a lot of fun, guys. Don't worry. I just want you leaving the show. It's time for a story. Let's do a story. It's time for a story, it's time for a story. A very special story, especially for you. It's time for a story, it's time for a story. Sit down and listen now. This story is called No. One day, Millie lived at the Patton Park, and then she was gone. That's the end of that story. Oh. This story is called Squares Lived Happily in their square houses, in their square yard, in their circle town. But then one day, Andy the Frog, featuring 3 best friends, Millie, Billy, and my father moved in from the West. Get out of here, Froggies! Shouted one of the squares. No, said my father. Andy shot the square with a rifle. Why? Shouted one of the squares. All right. Said Billy, who was hopping mad. Andy saw something hop across the grass on the other side of the pond. Then there was a rustling in the bushes, and, like a man who had been shot in the chest with a rifle, my father put on a condom. What do they say? The squares. They say, why are you wearing a condom? And my father shouted, to be safe, bitch! Dumb one. Millie, Billy, Roger looks at Andy. Across the pond stood classic Roger, and my father was arrested for possession of square porn. It was a good one. Yeah, if you're curious, the moral of that story is my father is a creepy old man. You know, that stuff. I'll say a group of words that I think my father has never said in that order, so that when I say it, I feel irrelevant. Like, I'm your father and I loved your... Right, look, I'm sorry. No, you're not. Look, people complain about the way I act very often. You know, they say, like, I'm so hard to get along with. I'm sorry. I don't get people. You know, relate to the people. Why? There's things that I don't want to come across that I worry often come across about me, because people don't realize that why I act to self-obsess. Look, do you know what it is? I'm your father and I loved your... That's the end of that story. Oh. Trying to get a little more mainstream. People complain about the way I act on stage very often. You know, they say, like, I repeat jokes. Or they also say that man who had been shot in the chest with a rifle was shot in the chest with a rifle. Again, and they want me to be a comic of the people. So I want to do a little bit of a relatable comedy for you guys. I believe there's nothing more manly one can do than take a shit on the Bible. It's true. Anyway, I'm gonna go fuck a woman. If I could break, if you've made it this far, I want to thank you all for being here because, thank you very much for watching. Genuinely, this is my favorite thing to do. If you're watching at home or whatever, on a computer or something, I'm so grateful for people watching it and enjoying it. Okay, thank you for coming. Love songs used to be so beautiful. You know, you and I, beautiful guys. And I tried to capture how beautiful, but these guys, when the evening is spread out against the sky, changed it. Justin Bieber, It Thrives Upon a Table, T.S. Eliot, beautiful. Love songs nowadays, just as beautiful, but they've done something very strange to the format of the love song. They've changed it a bit. And I tried to capture how they've changed the format of the love song with this love song. I hope you enjoy it and mark the differences. Jason Derulo. I love your hair, I love your name, I love the fact that you are dumb. More than all of that, I love your heart and you're so dumb. In 1,000 ways, in 1,000 hearts, but you'll still let me finger you? Yeah! No! Oh girl, I hope you don't think that I'm rude when I tell you that I love you, boobs. I also hope that you'd see through this cleverly constructed marketing team, designed by a marketing team, cashing in on puberty team and girls' desperate need to feel boobs, designed by God. I created these youth kick, and I'd watch you when you sleep. Surprisingly, I don't use my omnipotence to be a girl. Now I need to make every girl think that they spread it the plague, so I describe my dream girl as Jason Derulo. Like, I love your hands cause your fingerprints are blue, and I love how your torso is wide. If you're my agent, you might be thinking you're the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen. I want you to fight a million children day and night. Oh no, sound the alarms. You're not my agent, you're Satan. Oh, Satan, you taste so good. My love's the type of thing that you have to earn it. If you want love, then I want to come from you.
Really awkward.
Tell me about it.
Hello, patient 24602.
No.
How are you feeling?
Great.
Has the treatment been working?
I'm sorry.
What?
I have trouble like other people. What's wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Please.
You are at war.
Okay.
Splitting your neurological functions in 5,
Man, you don't
3, 4,
Take down.
1. This may hurt a bit.
I don't even know why.
Isolation complete.
McDonald's.